Hey, so what is going on, guys and girls? James here. We're back for more FTB Infinity SkyBlock. You're probably wondering yourself, where the hell are we? Why is there water dripping? What the hell's under here? Alright. This is a platform underneath this room. This is a new room. If we go up here, there's the cobble generator, but I've made some improvements. Well, made it better. It's all being produced by an igneous extruder now, which is far better. Which I made hardened so I could put this in to speed it up. All of it goes in here, and it has a what is it? Ender upgrade. What is that called? The B space upgrade. That's it. So this goes to a barrel all the way over there. Oh yeah, I've got these powered lights here as well. There's none here at the minute, but basically this is going to be where all the power is down here. That can stay for now. That's where the reactor's probably going to be. That's why I've marked it out. Capacitor bank. And if I take this, you can see all the wiring around here. Yeah, I spent a long time making a lot of stuff for this before I disassembled things. A lot of ores were needed. Formcraft stuff still here. Most of the stuff's all boxed up. We've got these powered lights all around this room because I thought it'd look cool, because there's like glowstone all around this bit. These two I don't think you've seen before. This is the witchery stuff that I've set up, because I built these before, if you remember, for the blood altar. Hopefully I did that last episode and I've not derped. These are just chiseled lamps. There's the distillery. There's a horse in here randomly because it's grass. And then, because it was on a square, all this stuff. There's my bed again. I'll probably sleep in a minute. This is the Britannia stuff. And more animals have spawned here. Go away, cow. Seriously? I mean, I know those chests are there, but still. Oh yeah, I made the alchemy's catalyst. That's what I was going to do before, because I needed it to make some of the items. That wire you can see running over there, that needs to be taken down at some point, because that's not connected to anything no more. The water wheels are gone. I've just not been bothered to start disassembling it. Alright, this is the building that you guys have already seen before, but I finally moved things in. All of these storage things are here. The rolling machine's just sitting there for no reason. Everything like the coke oven stuff's still disconnected at the minute. Some of the IC2 stuff's here. That's the machine area, because I'm still yet to put the IC2 stuff. This ender panel took a while to make, but as you can see, I can see all my stuff now, because these all have, because since I made it, Ender IO, what was that item? It was the Ender Resonator, because I had to make a slice of splice to Enderman heads, because I built the Ender. Because I'm not sure if you guys remember me building like the alloy furnace and stuff, but you've pretty much seen me do that type of stuff before. There's the resonated fork. This is how I'm getting all my ores now. I made a pulverizer, an extra one, and I started off making it this into gravel, which is what went into here. And then I was getting, I think it's sand, the byproduct, so it goes into here. But then I was forcing gravel into here to become sand, which will go into here, but that was having a byproduct of dust, and that's how I'm getting dust at the minute. I mean, I might make that go through here, sand, and I don't know, maybe put it into another pulverizer. I don't know, I ain't decided. But so far I've pretty much got a surplus. Things are starting to slow down now, but yeah. I mean, if I ever lose the power within these, then... Oh yeah, I built dimensional transceivers as well, because they needed these ender things. I had at least 3 or 4 heads because I built the ender. I had just a giant black room that kept spawning endermen and creepers and all sorts. I think I must have died about 6 times to be able to collect all that stuff. All of these were just going into like the compacting drawers that are over here, but weren't having anything done with them. So I'm like, got to be an easier way to sort them out instead of having a million compacting drawers. because they were getting back stuff with like weird seeds and things. The drawers, and the compacting drawers were just storing them. Well, this basically compacts them into the full blocks as they go along, and then it's pushed into this furnace, which then is turned into the ores, which then goes from here all the way back to the system that's in there. Yeah, it's a very complex system. There's no automated cables running all the way along here except for the power cables. The enhanced ones cost a fair bit, but still. I mean, admittedly, instead of making it weave all the way around the way I did it, I could have run it straight through here, but yeah, painting machine just to paint the covers for these. The automated sieves I've already spoke of. The fortune upgrades, that's basically the invar, because I made an excess of it, and some electrum I had over. The fortune upgrades, no, that is the speed upgrades I wanted next. That's invar and electrum again, but pyrotheum dust. I made a whole bunch of this because I had loads of sulfur, electrine, I can pulverize coal easy, and blaze powder from all this sifting. Let's see how much we've got left now. Blaze powder. We have 393 left. Started making graphite bars because that's the plan for this episode. We are going to build a big reactor because we need desperate amounts of power. But in order to build that, we need to build the reactor casing, which requires graphite, steel, electrical steel, and yellorium. Not sure if I've got any yellorium though. I think I have. Steel, that's fairly easy to come by. That can come in the blast furnace, the arc furnace, arcane infusion, all the iron nuggets and coal. I think there's another way of doing it as well. There's refined iron I could use, which is made from in the blast furnace. An induction spot, there we go. It's that and pulverized coal. That's easy enough to make. And that way. So yeah. And to make it the way I want it, it comes 2 at a time, so I'm going to need about a stack roughly. How much graphite have I got so far? 290 bars, okay. How much yellorium have I got? Where is it? Have I not been getting any? Oh no, it's this yellorium ore. Where's that crafting table gone? Another one bites the dust is where this comes from. So, because I've whitelisted that only ex-nihilo stuff can go inside that compacting drawer, they don't bother with. But anyway, let's shove them in there. Don't need any more of that if I've got 200 and something. Alright. Pulverize a bunch of coal up, which shouldn't get pushed through to anything. And that should sit there. Now I need a bunch of iron, which is just here. I do love the compacting drawers. Oh yeah, I turned it to peaceful once I was disassembling the mob spawner thing, because there were just creepers blowing it up every 5 seconds. So I was like, you know what, disassemble it. Alright. Now if I do this, and start on that, I will show you what else is in here. This room, I think you've seen me build before. This is still the same room. Oh yeah, I built a bunch of elevators because of all the ender pearls I got. This is the blood altar. I built that and some of the blood runes. I got the divination sigil and these guys, which are just mana glass, the weak orb, a blank slate, which is made from these arcane stones. You can put one of them with that to make 2, but it's basically living rock, stone, and one of the shards. To make this one, I needed a mana diamond. That was easy enough. And this one required prismarine. This one was harder to get to. That's what the alchemy catalyst was for. Nether quartz to become prismarine shards, which then you put around cobblestone. Sacrificial orb, that was just blood, which I just chucked a couple of sheep in the thing to be able to get that on a mana pearl. Easy enough. Instead of me standing, because you get 10 per me, and I think it's twice as many for the other one. This room was blank, but I've moved all of the barrels that were downstairs here, and as you can see they're all wired up. That one's wired up as well. There's space if I put more stuff. This is the same tree farm that I had before, but I took away the mushrooms, so now it's just tree, and others. It's all out of power because that cabling that you saw earlier is disconnected, which is what the main source of power for it was, and it's all here. So the energy thing's completely out. That's the cable that goes all the way there. This is where the water's coming from for it. Now this is fun. I've got an excess of dirt here for if we need it, because you notice everything's turned to sand, and we've got fertilizer. You make fertilizer with sand and concentrated compound, or it's dirt, sand, and it could be saltpeter, or was there another one? No, that was it. Concentrated compound from magic bees. Ah, there we go. Apatite, that was it. Sand and apatite, and you get 8 of them at a time. Because I've got an excess of that as well. This is insert on green for things, and extract on lime. And that's just so all these go back in. Don't know why I've still got mushrooms in there. There we go. See, they're going in now. I must have left them in there from the last time. Still a bit dirt there. But yeah. Alright. No, there's nothing upstairs. It's the blood altar room that's got something upstairs. That, I think I'm going to, when I get to AE, is where that's going to go. I'm going to have a massive, like, drives and things. This part is the fun part. That, oh, crap. I forgot to light all that lot up. Ah, shit. That is not good. But that big room in the middle was basically where the dark room was. But that's where I'm going to put the mob thing. That's going to physically spawn them. Alright. Those floating blocks are the aura nodes still that I took out of commission because, well, they're not out of commission, they just can't be got to. There's the dimensional transceiver which takes the power from this, which is still filling up from this leadstone solar panel that was over there, sitting on the machines until I hooked up all the power things, which is still there. And, well, I made 2 because they're easy enough to make. That was my basicest power. Right, you've got, this is where all the power's going to be, and this is just so I can access the underneath. Still need to empty this out. I might use this for Formcraft, this part. Don't know, I haven't 100% decided. But anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have a physical ender right now. Because I fell into the void with an ender, a pickaxe, which this is my second made one, and a couple of other items. Thankfully, a lot of the stuff I fell into the void with was just nonsense. Alright, okay, I knew there'd be a creep up there somewhere. I'm a pretty good shot with this. There we go. Right. Now what's in here is a pig spawner. It spawns pigs. But I've took this cell that's over there now off. Because I was spawning them and killing them to make excess of raw pork chops, which goes into this vat, which makes nutrient distillation. To make the vat, which is an Ender IO machine again. It's basically a machine, fluid tanks, electronic steel, cauldron. We made one of them before. Furnace. Electronic steel is easy enough to make. It's steel and silicon or refined iron, which is, or it can be iron, coal, and silicon, which is the way I did it, because silicon is made from clay. When you sag mill it, there's an 80% chance of getting it. Obviously with flint that increases. I'm still yet to make dark steel balls, well, more, because it's steel and obsidian. Obviously I had to make some for the powered spawner. Still had I've got a bit of signalum still left over, because you've seen me build the optic capacitors before. The dimensional transceiver, ender crystal, which is a vibrating crystal, and the enderman soul. Vibrating crystal is just enderium nuggets, because I built enderium, vibrant alloy, which is ender pearl, an energetic alloy, which is glowstone, redstone, gold, some kind of excesses of, and basically that gets fed into here. Obviously this one's empowered. I had a couple of extra crystals I made, and I made them both empowered. Nutrient distillation. This one kind of needs its stuff recharging. I might build a wireless charger for up here eventually. This is the other one. That's empowered. That's where the mob spawner's gonna be when I can get power up here properly. And this is the blood altar mob auto killing room. That's where the ritual of sacrifice, or whatever it's called, is going to be, and this is just going to be a dark room full of mobs. There will obviously be a vacuum chest or something here to suck up all the stuff, and then I can come back and collect it, which I could pretty much then link it to this system. But all in all, that's pretty much what's on the agenda for today. Get a bunch more coal. Alright, got a whole bunch of refined iron. Oh yeah, I've still got some over here from the last time. Alright, what was over here on this one? Oh, that's just where I was building the Yellorium. Yeah, a lot of these machines I've made hardened, because I just got bored of waiting. Alright, now I think it's this. Or is it? Big reactors. Electronic steel. Oh yeah, I'm still yet to make electronic steel. Electronic steel, how do I make that again? Because I think I've used it all up again. Silicon and refined iron or steel, or iron, pulverized coal, and silicon. Not got any of that left either. Really? No more clay? Ah, come on. How much dust have I got? If I take a stack of that. Let's take half a stack and make a bunch of clay. Where's the wooden barrel? Which box did I put it in? There it is. The oak barrel. Ah, the lights are doing it again because we're out of power. Because it's coming dark, the solar panel can't keep up, so it starts flashing. If anyone's sensitive to that sort of thing, I would suggest looking away right now. I know there's a bucket around here somewhere. There it is. Right. If I do this. This is basically what mine consisted of. crap, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Did not mean to do that. Right, that should be enough. Did I put an alloy smelter somewhere? No. Alloy smeltery, where are you? There you are. Ah, that'll do. Now I need the sag mill as well as which is basically what this is. There we go, silicon. It's one of the items I need to make electronic steel, which is that, and that. Alloys. It's only that, and that to make me some electronic steel. Let's pulverize a bunch more of this up. Bunch more silicone. Alright. Just need one more and then we're on the starter things. Need to remake some dark steel balls because they hold better percentage. Come on, I need one more piece to get this started. There we go, reactor casings, 2 per time. Right, well, I'm going to finish off building all this stuff and get back when I'm ready to build. Right, well, anyway, I think we've got pretty much most of it built, except we need uranium to make the big reactor. Is this? No, it's not that part. It's, well, we need to make silicon and things, but where's this one? RTG fuel, which needs downtime plates. That's easy enough to make. Plutonium, tiny piles. You need dual fuel rods, depleted uranium, or you need a single one of depleted uranium to get the tiny piles. But to make a uranium cell, you need a canning machine. I think I might have done that one already. Not sure. Tin cans, which are metal former, which is just tin item casings. It's one of the two. But anyway, that's one of the things you need to make uranium cells, which is in a canning machine. So it must just be the normal one then, with an empty fuel rod, which is an iron plate extruding. But then you've got to deplete it in a reactor. Which is this. Lead plates around a basic machine casing, which is iron plates around an iron chipset. But then you also need What was it? Radioscopic heat generator. Well, there's that, and then you also need the components that go with it. Where are the components? Is it? Here we go. Heat vents, which are these, and iron plates, electronic motors, heat reactor, overclocked heat reactor and things. Yeah, so that would require a lot of stuff, but we'll probably leave that till next time anyway. But anyway, excuse me, Mr. Sheep. This is what I've done so far. There's an entire reactor set up here. There's a fuel rod top in there, because they were easy enough to make. And I've managed to make the computer port and the power tap. I can make the capacitor banks, I'm sure. Basic capacitor bank is just iron with basic capacitors and redstone. Now if I want to make the other one, it's double layered redstone and electronic steel, or it's two basic ones, double layered and an energetic alloy. Okay. Well, for now I just basically want this one, which is iron, basic. Yeah, that's a point. I need to get that lapis stuff back out again. Have I got any left in here from when I did them before? Got some gold ones left. Do I have any lapis ones left, or have I used them all? Yeah, I've used them all. Now, where the hell is the carpenter? Because I made a couple of basic ones a minute ago. Where the hell is the carpenter? That kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. It's not the carpenter I need, it's the thermal centrifuge, sorry. That's what I need. To make the basic capacitor lapis, it's just lapis and redstone with a bit of sand. Keep forgetting I've got this. Don't know why the return panel's not working. And now put that in there to melt down. Do I need to put this on power? Well, if I do, then we're on the right bit. Because is it that, and then 2 bits of redstone. Missing liquid resource and no power. But yet you're right on top of a power thing. No, that's the part over the void. I can't get to that there. A little. Have I got a generator around here? Might be in this room. Then I can hook up to it for now. Thank you, CC Cleaner. That should do. Need to eat because we're losing. There's just about everything and anything popping up on the screen right now. Alright. Now missing liquid resource. I know, that's why I've got you some sand. Yeah. Oh, this is going to take a lot of stuff, but Well, we've hit the wrapping up point anyway for this episode. We'll just develop these in between episodes and try and work on getting a canning machine. Which I think it's just this one, which is basically tin item casings, a basic machine case, and an electronic circuit. I think I've got a circuit somewhere. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed, as always, get a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.